Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the last week of September 2019. We are using the Cosmic Tarot deck for the main reading, and we use the VirtueViceVersa Tarot deck for clarifications. Alright, Sagittarius. Let's see what messages guidance spirit have for you during this time. We have a new moon in Libra at the end of September coming up. Use this opportunity to set new intentions, okay? Libra is all about fairness, balance. It's a sign that's ruled also by Venus. It's any new intentions, any new beginning that you start during this time here. It's going to start in a more balanced way, and may also give you an opportunity to bring a lot more abundance in your life, abundance in beauty and in love especially. And here we go, our first card here, we have an Ace of Wands. There you go, talking about new beginning here, Sagittarius. Here's your fire sign. This is the root of fire here with that Ace of Wands. There's a passionate new beginning that's on the table here for some of you that this message will resonate with. And let's remember, it may not resonate with all of you, okay, folks? These are general readings. If you'd like clarity on your specific situation, just reach out for a personal reading. There's information in the description box. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands, okay? So we have the Three of Wands is the Sun in Aries card. We have the Ace of Wands, that passionate new beginning, life force energy, okay? And here we have the Wheel of Fortune, faded, destiny, time, okay? And at the bottom we have Five of Wands. So for some of you, Sagittarius, it's almost like you have been this is what's facing you. You felt like you've been fighting for this, okay? You've been making your point here. Not so much fighting like a physical fight with that Five of Wands. Let's look at it. There are 5 wands, but there are 2 people in this card here. And sometimes we see five people on the card, all of them ringing the wands. That sounds weird. But all of them wanting to have that say with their sticks. Here we have 2 men standing, mano a mano, okay? Wanting to make your point here, wanting to, it's almost like a fight of the ego with these 2 of Wands. It's like, who's gonna win the fight? It's like fighting for the sake of fighting. There's a whole one on the ground, and then you only have two hands, and then just the other 2 hands are occupied by one. So it's almost like, it's like, why are we fighting over again? There's and it seems like they're in a backyard, the way we have this I'm saying, I see the fence. I want to say fence, but what's coming to me is the gate. The way we have this gates here, it's almost like, who are we gonna allow through this gate, or who's supposed to go out of this gate? There's a sense of rite of passage here, okay, with this fight or this argument, this this masculine show, this play of strength here. But here we have the Ace of Wands. So this, whatever this is, this fight, this disagreement, it's about that new beginning. It's about who has the right to that new beginning, okay, Sagittarius? So ask yourself, what is that new beginning you're trying to bring into the world? What is that passionate thing, that thing that has all your attention, that has all your passion? What is that's like that's the essence of fire, which is what you are, Sagittarius. So what is that thing that's bringing this out of you during this time, that you feel like you have to put your all in? You have to put almost like the fight in for, okay? You have to speak up for yourself for it. Let's get some clarification for you, because fate is on your side, okay? Regardless of what that thing is, or who's that person or those people that you feel like you have to prove that point to, fate is on your side with that Wheel of Fortune here. And we have the Three of Wands. This is the card of creation. Oh, okay. So here we have 5 of Cups that just came out. Looking at the glass half empty, right? The card of disappointment, emotional disappointment, and it came with the 4 of Cups. So there was an emotional disappointment here where someone felt like they just left it all to the on the sand or on the beach, all on the table. Okay, this is, look at here. We don't even see the person on that side. It's a vice versa card. He's the person here. They're just hanging. They're just looking at it. It's kind of like, I want nothing to do with this. I'm done. And because there was an emotional disappointment here, and this is from the 5 and then the 4. So it's as if to say that someone was looking at the 3 cups emptied, and now there are 4 cups emptied. Then the floor, it's like it's getting from bad to worse almost, because here you still had 2 cups behind you, and you still had 2 cups behind you. That union was still possible, but there we have only 4 instead of 3 cups that's on the floor. There's 4 cups on the floor. Where's the other cup, right? So and let's not, and also the 4 of cups is also the card of it's also the card of almost like trying to find your own emotional balance. Okay, like, and that may mean for some of you willing to let go of certain relationship, willing to let go of certain dreams and certain passion to start anew. There's something here that was very disappointing. There was something here that was not promising enough, that was not emotionally fulfilling enough. There was something lacking here, because with the 4 of cups, it's like there's an offer. Usually there is an offer here, and someone is saying like, I'm good. Like out of boredom, there's a sense of like poutiness with that 4 of cups. There's a sense of almost like, you know, one might say insolence, if you will. But I usually don't see that, because I feel like we know best what we need. And sometimes when you say no to the outside, it may seem like, oh, you're taking things for granted. But what if this is just not your thing, and you know it, and you just know it, right? So yes, there is a sense of apathy. Sometimes there's a sense of like disconnectedness to the other people around you, but there may be a reason for those things. Okay, and I feel for some of you, Sagittarius, that's why you're willing to start again. You are willing to have that new beginning here, because of that emotional dissatisfaction, for that disconnection, that, you know, that disappointment that left you feel completely disconnected, not even wanting to play anymore, just letting it all lay on the sand, just leaving it up to fate. And here comes the Wheel of Fortune. Here comes fate. What does fate have to say to you, right? You're not taking that cup anymore. You just like, you know, you keep you thank you so much for your 4 of cups. I'm good. And you're just leaving it all here on that sand to be washed back to the sea, or for whoever else wants it. Let's see what the Wheel of Fortune have to say to you during this time, Sagittarius. And for a lot of you, this is emotional here. Here we have the Hermit. Okay, it's almost like that time here, that disappointment was needed for you to go deep within. That thing that happened here, that emotional disturbance that happened here, that propels you towards that new beginning, that passionate new beginning. It's almost like that was needed for you to see. Almost like, you know, they say sometimes someone has to be removed from your life. You have to remove yourself from a situation so you can really see it, and so for you to know what you deserve. But it's almost like this needed to happen for you to understand what passion means, for you to understand what a real offer is, what a passionate offer is, and that fate stepped in. When fate stepped in for you to go deep within, to go in that hermit journey, okay, you needed to disconnect from the world, because the hermit goes into solitude, disconnect from the world, so they can really go deep inside, not to so much to beg for that other person to come back for that relationship. It's more to understand themselves, more to understand what's important to you, who am I in this world, okay, and who exactly do I want to associate myself with. So this is when fate and the free will meet together, okay, and we have 2 major arcana telling us about that. With the Hermit, it will allow you to really understand yourself in a deeper way, through all space and dimensions, and and realities. And here comes the wheel, which is the destiny, which is, you know, which is fate stepping in. So this is like very promising here. Oh, well, look at what we have, the Three of Cups. So we have 3, 4, and 5 of Cups here. So the Three of Cups, look the way now you have a new appreciation for these emotions, right? Now here in the first card we have the Three of Cups on the ground. You're just looking at it like spilled. Now we have 2 cups that are filled with fruits and flowers, nights filled with stars, right? And you're raising one, almost like in saying thank you, being grateful. You're learning to be grateful for the emotions, for feelings, for the people, for the love you're receiving in your life, and for all of it. Because here there's a sense here of not fully being present and appreciate the good things, because you're so concentrating in the negative things. You're so concentrating on those cups that have spilled. You don't notice the 2 cups that are behind you that are still standing. Okay, that there's still offers here. There's still possibilities there. You're not seeing them. And here and now, you look how you're showing appreciation for those 3 cups. It's almost like, yes, this was terrible what I went through, but now I understand better. Thank you. I'm raising those 3 cups to you, Spirit. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Yes, it didn't feel good right there. Because you are so lost. You are so lost into your own feeling of sadness. But after having gone through this journey, after faith steps in here, you have a new understanding of love. This is the Lover's card. You have a new understanding of what it is to be in a divine connection. And I feel like for some of you, this is a divine connection that before that people were in their egos about it. People were connecting from a place of ego. I have to have the last say. I have to be the one who make all the decisions. I have to be the one, like, you know, to be, you know, the top man. Like, you know, there was a sense of ego here. Well, you were all in your head. It was all about the me with the 5 of Wands I always get. But now, after faith stepping, after having gone through that journey, you are seeing this new beginning from a new perspective, from a different view. But you had to go deep inside to really understand your part of it, to really understand you, what you want, and to learn to be grateful and to learn to be appreciative of the good things in life, about all the things in life that God has sent you, about all the love, all the opportunities for love that God has sent you, especially for yourself, within yourself here, the union of yourself, okay? To understand that life is made, without darkness, you will not be able to see the light. So there's a new understanding here of the beautiful things, of feelings, of love, of light, because you have gone through that sadness, and now you're on the other side and you can see clearly, okay? Because doesn't have to be in relationship with someone else, even though I do feel it is in relationship with someone else. It very well be for some of you, having gone through that hermit journey and understanding yourself to a deeper way. Now you can have a meet right, a meet up with the light and shadow aspect of your own self within yourself, a union of yourself, where you don't see yourself like you are all perfect through this whole situation, whatever it is, where you can see your part that, oh, okay, I wasn't perfect in this, I did my part there, I can see where I also erred here, okay? And now you can do your own shadow work, okay? You can appreciate the good stuff about what you did, what you contributed to that situation, and you can also see the negative aspect. So that's the only way we can grow. That's the only way we can really create, being able to fully understand ourselves and our partner for that matter. Let's get some clarification on that 3 of Pentacles. And yes, I feel like this is an emotional situation for all of you. At the very least, it's an emotional situation that that started this whole journey for you, okay? So let's see here, the 3 of Wands. For sometimes people say it's waiting for your ship to happen. I don't see the 3 of Wands like that, because this is a card of action, the 3 of Wands. This is a card of creation, the 3 of Wands. This is Aries energy, Sun in Aries energy for that. So this is movement happening, this is action, okay? With the 2 Ace of Wands offer made, 2 of Wands offered, meaning that the offer was accepted along the path. This is the part of like planning is over, acceptance of offer is over. I am ready to create here. I'm ready to do something. I'm ready to execute this plan. And look at those lotus flowers at the bottom. So this is the new beginning here, okay? After this feeling of of ego fight and disagreement, after this feeling of disappointment. This is a new start again, a regeneration with the lotus flowers, able to a birth out of something that perhaps that was a rebirth out of something that was perhaps negative, peace. Okay, all these beautiful things that the lotus flower, all this, it's a symbol of deep spirituality, because it's almost like she's praying to the sun here. She's almost like there's a she's doing a dance move, if you will, in the desert, like, praying to the sun. She almost looks like a Native American figure here, in that illustration. And she understands the what aspect of life that we have to, it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up again. And that's the thing with the lotus flower, of endurance, of because the lotus flower goes out of murky water and regenerate itself every single day, come out this beautiful flower out of nothing, out of something that's really not that great. And this is what you're gonna do, like out of this negative situation, you're gonna create something very beautiful with that Ace of that Three of Wands here we have, and that Ace of Wands for that matter. And looks behind you, this is the Chariot. This is a card of victory. This is a card of movement. Okay, the choice has been made here. I always say, by the way, I don't see the Lovers as a card of choice. I see the Chariot as a card of choice. Which way do we go? We go left, or we go right, or we stand still, we go straight. Look at it. That's why in the Chariot you'll see those whatever it is that's being pulled, a chariot. In this case, it's kind of like Egyptian. They're like female figure, like almost like good looking, with like human female figures on them. But there will always be a light and dark one. There will always be like showing us the positive or negative, the two different paths, like a stark difference on which way do we go. And we got this side here, and on this side we see the back of the person on the chariot. And but the most important thing on this card that I always notice is the words behind that's being dissolved, right? It's almost like you are leaving behind another world, another dimension. Because look underneath, it turns like purple, and the woods, like the rocks, are just turning. And in front of him, next to him, to the chariot, you can see there's grass. It's almost like once you leave, once you start this new beginning, there's no coming back. Okay, you're about to start a new journey here. You're about to enter a new dimension. You're about to enter a new cycle in every way. Okay, I'm going to get one more for you on that. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, look at this. This is the Five of Wands again that came. And here, look at behind them, they have a volcano erupting there, okay? So it's almost like that anger has come to such a strong, like you are in danger here. It's almost like that move needed to happen. That move needed to happen because it was no longer sustainable. It was no longer, you could not stay in that location that you were. So for some of you, this move here, there's a sense of movement with the Three of Wands too. I must say, a travel and communication. It's almost like that move was necessary. Okay, it's almost like this situation became too toxic, so you felt like you had to go. You needed to go. You needed to move away from it, to depart from it. And for some of you, this came through because you received some clarity about the situation, okay, but what you were dealing with. That's the Page of Swords here on top. Because there's like he's basically flying through the clouds with that lighted swords of truth and clarity. So now you know the truth. Now you know how to act. You also know your own inner truth with that Hermit there for a lot of you. You understand your journey better. You know what's your destiny. You know where you need to go. You know what you need to do. And you appreciate things more. And you are leaving behind this fight. You are leaving behind this egotistical way of connecting with other people, and you're never gonna go back to it because the words behind you are literally dissolving here. And I like this for you, Sagittarius. I really like this. There's a new way. Ooh, okay, attraction just came out for you, and here it says it is safe for you to love at the bottom of the deck. This is the Doreen Virtue Women's Oracle deck. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so when you go through a certain disappointment like that, sometimes it's hard, But once after you go through this step here in the middle to the hermit journey, learning to give thanks, learning to celebrate life, learning to celebrate love in all forms, okay, and coming more into union with yourself and leaving behind toxic way of relating with other people, leaving behind egotistical way of relating to each other, to other people. I feel like you're going to understand how the give and take, right? A more balanced relationship, what it's supposed to be like. So you'll be able to open to give and also to receive equally. And here we have attraction that came out for you. And it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Be in the moment. You are learning that during this time, Sagittarius. I really feel that with that Three of Cups. That's like very strong here. Very, very strong here. Be in the moment. Learn to give things and appreciate things and appreciate the people that are there cheering you on, that are giving you love, that are there for you even when things are wrong. Okay? And I feel like for a lot of you here, you're really gonna start to create a new life for yourself. And yes, some of you will be traveling. You may have to leave behind your current location. Okay, there'll be travel. Some of you may want to relocate here, because you feel like it's not just perhaps the people you were dealing with, but it was the whole environment that was toxic. Let's get some spiritual message for you or advice. This is the daily angels guidance card, oracle card, spirit message for Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, I like this. Perfect timing drop out for you while we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Be honest with yourself is at the bottom of the deck. It says, look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about your part in a situation that may have been negative. Be honest about, your way of relating to another, okay? Because that fight here is both people here that are being egotistical, that are in their ego here. It's not just the one person. So be honest with yourself. Spirit is asking you, and lean upon them for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. And I feel like you're gonna have this here. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune at the center of this reading. And here what we have perfect timing. I'm gonna hold it for a little bit so you guys can read it. Hopefully the picture is good enough for you to read, so you can read it. I see a glare. I'm trying to move away from it. Okay. So let's see here. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. Everyone and everything is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. And here we have, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Understand that everything is on your side. Even when things go wrong, look around you. You have support, okay? Perfect timing. The Wheel of Fortune is on your side. Fate is on your side, Sagittarius. If there's a new beginning that you've been contemplating, if there's a move you've been contemplating, if there's something you've been trying to create and you feel like perhaps there's someone in your life that may be an obstacle, there's disappointment from the past that you're afraid that will be repeating it again, you want to really go deep within and understand yourself and why you're on this journey, why you want to do these new things, what would that will bring to you, and how you're going to affect the people around you, and to remember that you have help. Yes, there might have been something disappointing that happened, but remember that was just one thing. Remember about all these other people that were supporting you, all these other people that were not being deceitful towards you, or that were not mistreating you. So there is like this way, there are more people that support you than not. So to start looking, turning around to see these two cups, to be grateful for all these other things, okay? And to know that Spirit has your back, to start acting now. Because with the Ace of Wands, that's passion. That's like life force energy. It's like a spark. So it's going to activate it. It's almost like you have to just jump on it and take it and make use of that energy. And remember, everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. Take that with you as you go during the end of this month, over the end of this month, and you're manifesting new things for your life. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Show your support if you feel like it by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Come back next week, and as always, remember, love is really the only answer. Bye. Thank you.